अखोई चटकनी सुंसोय सोइदना नोंग नत्रगा नोंगमदी कौब्रु इबादा अदुना मया
अखोई सिदा लालक पथुअगदी we will never spare.
It's not just a mountain, it is not just a physical.
I'm an internally displaced person.
We also believe that the Meitei civilization started in Kobru.
Himalaya long live long live long live
अखोई चटकनी सुंसोय सोइदना नोंग नत्रगा नोंगमदी कौब्रु इबादा अदुना मयाम हनबा लेतना होटनामिनजी. Let's all work together to claim our right, to claim our Kobru, where we have been not allowed to enter for 2 years by the so-called Kuki militant, or what should I say, the government of India working steadily under the Kuki militants who try to divide Manipur and rule it. We, the people of Manipur, not allow this.
Kasi अखोई टीम असी वुमेन्स टीम की हुजी DMCC की वुमेन्स टीम की टीम नि अखोई नाइट अखोई ड्यूटी से अखोई खतम नते every women's present today and those who are unable to present also अखोई पुनमत की यूनिटी तो नंगसी अखोई DMCC की टीम ना असी माइक पाक ना अखोई DMCC की वुमेन्स टीम ना माइक पाक ना तो नमक सिंदा बदा अखोई ना माइक पाक ना सिंबा गम बसे अखोई मया अखोई की पुनमत की अखोई यूनिटी सिनाने ना ई अहम मत हाइजे के अदुगा अखोई की
क्यों पकड़ा है ये
नुपी खुदिमक्ता DMCC को तंग नुपी खतंग तंग नुपी खुदिम every Manipuri woman, every Meitei woman, we are very proud that we are Meiteis. अदुगा अखोई इमा पांथोई बिकी मखुद मरी लोंगी लोंग मतमदा खुसा मदना थांग पाई अदुगा खुसा मदना अखोई थंबाल पाई अखोई न मदुदा सिग्निफाई तौरिबदी अखोई सिदा लालक पथुअगदी we will never spare that. अखोई द लालक पा यारोय अदुगा अखोई द लोटस पाइरि बगी मदमदुना अखोई सिदा अखोई बु नुसी बिदाबा अखोई बु रेस्पेक्ट तौबिना लोइना बिदागदी अखोई से लाइना दगी हेना थोले हाइबदो मदु सो तौजबनी अदुगा अइना हुजिक वा ngangjaba matamda aigi women's team gi maya अखोई gi इमानबी लोइना बिरिबा women's team gi amna aigi थुंगा तुम लेबिनरागा स्पीसी पिमिनासी मसी ngasi aina ngangjaraga su स्पीसी di अखोई पुनमकी अखोई gi वाखल दा लेबा अखोई थवाई दा फाउबा अखोई ना फाउबा स्पीच तुनी हाइदुना mayam si bu present tawraga ina ngangjabani mayam. So coming is that it's a very emotional topic for all of us. Kobru is very emotional. Kobru हमारे रग में है. कौब्रू को सुनते ही सोचते ही हमारे मन में कुछ एक अच्छा ख्याल आ जाता है. Then the thing तो कौब्रू आजकल 2 सालों से हम कौब्रू नहीं जा पा रहे. The thing which belongs to us, which is rightfully us, उसको हमसे snatch कर दिया गया है. And we have been watching for last 2 years. Merely ऐसे simply हम लोग guess करके हम उसको हमारे नहीं हो पा रहा है ये सोच के हमारे मन में ये दुखी हो रहा है. So what we are trying to do here is that we have been watching helplessly. We have been waiting helplessly for someone to intervene and give us back our Kobru, our rightful Kobru to us. But nothing of this sort has been happening till now. So we, as a Meitei, we have to fight for our own right now. अखोइना आइना मसिना हाइजनिंग बदी कौब्रू से अखोइ इसागी ओइरगा कौब्रू द अखोइना काबा गमना हाइबसे अखोइ Meitei अमा ओइना मसि इकाइ निगाइ नि हाइना आई हाइजगे अदुगा. All I want to ask to everyone is that are we that powered? अखोइ से अगलाम द पीबा मीरा अखोइ से अदुकी मति पीरबरा अखोइ की इसागी पोतु बावा अखोइना अमुहना लौसन बंगमद्रबरा अदुकी पो मति पीरबा अदुकी मति सोदबरा अखोइ की ईदा टिकेट रजे की इसेंदबरा अखोइना लिंथोइ ngami की इसेंदबरा अदुदी करी की दमकता अखोइना मखोइना थमंबा मसा मसु मखोइ की इसेलिबा मसा मसु अखोइना करी की दमकता अखोइना easily we will give up. अखोइना हुजिक आइना मयाम सिना अखोइना हाइजनिंग बदी कौब्रू से अखोइगी हार्ट दा ले अखोइगी सोल दा ले इज अ होली प्लेस फॉर अस. जैसे कि सिख लोगों के लिए गोल्डन टेंपल जाने से कोई नहीं रोक सकता, मुस्लिम लोगों को मक्का जाने से कोई नहीं रोक सकता, हिंदू लोगों को गंगा में डूबने से अमरनाथ यात्रा करने से कैलाश जाने से कोई नहीं रोक सकता. और हमें क्यों रोका गया है? ये कौब्रू कौब्रू जाने के लिए मेरे दादाजी ने गया था, मेरे पिताजी ने गए थे, मेरे दादाजी की दादाजी ने गए थे. It has been going from generation to generation. तो इस जनरेशन का अगर हमें रोक दिया गया, अगर इस जनरेशन में हमने कौब्रू को वापस नहीं लिया और कौब्रू को हमने नहीं बताया कि कौब्रू हमारा है, तो आने वाले जनरेशन हमें कभी माफ नहीं करेगा. So we have to stand together, we have to unite, and we have to bring back our Kobru. Si Haraga, listen to ma'am. Thank you so much. Kobru is rightfully ours. Slogan naman katang lawin na si. Aduga ay na nganging badi ma'am la yudugo matam sula yaktra bani na ay yung tension zarage. Kobru ipana hay zarage ma'am yay pare hay birao. Aduga Kobru asi ay koy gini na lawin birao. Aduga Manipur thugay ba yarway hay biyo. Aduga Manipur imana yay pare siga. Dudi akoy di dum ora. Ay amtang slogan sila uzarke mayam lawin birao na request uzari. Kobru ipana.
Yay pare.
Kobru ipana.
Yay pare.
Kobru asi akoy gi rightfully. Kobru akoy gini. Manipur thugay ba?
Yaroy.
Manipur thugay ba?
Yaroy.
Manipur imana.
Yay pare.
Manipur imana.
Yay pare.
Thank you everyone.
So, the first thing which I want to point out before starting my speech is, why is Kobru, Mount Kobru, so significant to the Meitei community? This is the first question I want to put forward, especially to my non-Manipuri friends. Why Mount Kobru is so significant to the Manipuri. Mount Kobru is not just a physical site. It is not just a mountain. It is not just a physical place where people go for trekking. It connotes a very, very significant and a pivotal connection with Meitei in terms of spiritual, cultural, and religious notions. Mount Kobru has been revered for centuries. Why? So the question arises why Mount Kobru has been revered for centuries. The first question which I want to put forward is that Mount Kobru is a place, is an area where the Meitei first settled, and it came down to the valley, which is known as Imphal Valley now. So it can be said as a cradle of Meitei society. Beginning, origin of Meitei society. So that only has that only implies how much important Mount Kobru is for the Meitei society, because it is a cradle for the Meitei society. It is where the Meitei society originated. And the second thing which I want to point forward in terms of Mount Kobru is that it is not just a sacred site. Within it, there are many sacred structures, sacred archaeological structures which are there inside the Mount Kobru. The Mount Kobru is home to various gods and spirits. The Meitei community have always thought as the Mount Kobru as the home, as the place for Lord Kobru and his wife, Goddess Kauno. Both of them, it is considered as an abode of Lord Kobru and Lord Kauno. So this also implies how much significance the Mount Kobru. So pilgrimage to Kobru transcends religion. They are the expression of cultural identity and spiritual connection. This shared reverence for Kobru reflects its role as a unifying force in Manipur's cultural landscape. So, I have said that Mount Kobru is a very important site and a very sacred site of the Meitei community. But it's not only for the Meitei, it's for the Naga, Liang Mai Naga, and other ethnic groups. So basically, it is not just a sacred site. It is a place. It is a site which is an identity for unity, for the cultural commonality, which I would say. This is what also connotes that all the ethnic groups and in Manipur share a very similar cultural heritage, spiritual and religious. Why Meitei pilgrims must not be stopped?
Hinbiriba mayam punamaku ahanbada ayagna kongno khurumzer aduga yamna maru oiba meeting asipu sinbiriba aduga asin protest ki program asipu langbiriba Delhi Meitei Coordinating Committee busu ayagna yamna thagachari amoinumdai thagachari. Hello. Okay. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, honored guests, and fellow humans with hearts that beats for justice. I'm an internally displaced person from Churachandpur, Manipur, and today I stand before you not just to speak, but to scream for the silence, to roar for the forgotten, to demand that we open our eyes to a tragedy that has torn lives apart since 3rd May 2023. That has torn lives apart since, and I speak of the Meitei community in Manipur, uprooted from their homeland and cast into shadows of relief camp and left to wrestle with a pain so deep that it defies word. This is not just a story of displacement. It's a story of survival, of shattered dreams, and of people coming out for the world to hear. Let me hit you with a number first, because numbers don't lie. They accuse. So, since the ethnic violence erupted on 3rd May 2023, over 60,000 people have been displaced in Manipur, and of this, thousands belong to Meitei community, forced to flee their homes in places like Churachandpur, More, and Jiriba. And as of June 2024, nearly 10,000 IDPs remain in limbo, 8,848 in relief camps in Bisnupur districts alone, and with 1,115 struggling outside this camp. Across the state, over 50,000 people have been crammed into 302 relief camp, and the Meitei families among are living a nightmare they never signed up for.
It's indeed a pleasure for me to be standing in front of you to speak a few words, especially about the burning topic, Cobru Kasi. I feel greatly honored for having been given this opportunity to be speaking, in front of you. Cobru is a religious site. It's an important place for the Meiteis, and therefore we have to raise our voice to get our Cobru back, which has been, taken away from us by the Kuki militants. This is a place where every year the Meiteis go on a pilgrimage, at least a couple of times, specifically during the Ima Imoinu Irat Punumit and the other during the Sajibu Churaupa. So you can well imagine how important this place is for the Meiteis. We believe, the Meiteis strongly believe that our guardian god, Lining Thau Cobru, and his consort Kono lives here. We also believe that the Meitei civilization started in Cobru. So you can well imagine the importance of this sacred place, the religious place, to the Meiteis. Cobru Kasi, the theme of a gathering here, can simply be translated as, let's go on a pilgrimage to Cobru, or simply, let's climb Mount Cobru. My dear friends, why has climbing Cobru suddenly become so important to the Meiteis? Well, I'm sure every one of you know the reason. Kobru, the important place, the place that we think is in our heart, has been taken away by the cookies. But I don't think we should allow this to continue. The cookies have deprived the Métis the rights of going there since the past 2 years. We have no access, absolutely no access whatsoever. So I think it's high time we raise our voice against the ones who are depriving us, who are denying us from going to Kobru. Since the onset of the violence on 3rd May 2023, the Métis have been completely deprived of this privilege of going there. And if this alone was not enough, the cookies have even dared to plant a concrete cross on the top of Mount Kobru. This, I believe, is an insult to every one of us. They have done this in an attempt to encroach the land which is rightfully ours. It hurts our sentiment to the core. They've defiled our own holy place, and we shouldn't just allow this to go on. We should consider this a sheer disrespect, right? It is a sheer disrespect for our religion, our indigenous religion, Sanamahism. We shouldn't allow this to happen. Now my question to the government of India is, why isn't the government of India doing anything against these people who have taken laws into their hands? Has the government become so powerless? Or does this silence mean that they are supporting them? Or is it that they are siding them? Well, I would take it this way. Their silence speaks volume. It is louder than words, I must say. Why do they simply remain a mute spectator? We shouldn't allow this. It is crystal clear that there is lawlessness everywhere, especially in the cookie-dominated areas. We, the Métis, have been deprived of this privilege of going to Kobru just because our holy place is located in cookie-dominated area. Never mind, let it be in their cookie-dominated area, but then it still belongs to us. Our heart is there. It is rightfully ours. It is a place where we originated. So, again I say, we cannot let them continue doing this. We have a right to go to Kobru. It is our place. It is our home. It is a place where we originated. Depriving or obstructing the Métis from going to Kobru is nothing short of depriving the Hindus from going to religious sites such as the Vaishno Devi. My friends have, many of the speakers before me have already said this repeatedly. Yes, I repeat again. Depriving us from going to Kobru is nothing short of depriving the other religions like the Hindus going to Vaishno Devi, Kedarnath, Badrinath, Haridwar and the likes. Or it is as much as depriving the Muslim devotees from going to